Hi, this is Joe. If you're to see me for the first time, that's awesome. I am a spiritual guide for you through the awakening process, and that's my dog. uh, and trying to bark at somebody else, I think. Um, but I'm here to help you through the awakening process and also to be your guide and with information, also with experience, of real experience. I went through this process already a year and a half ago. I know what to expect, my experiences, and I'm basically give you experiences of my experiences, tidbits of my experiences, so that it helps you in this process, and that becomes a I would say becomes a in this journey, it helps you make understand what's going on and why. So this process, if you're new and haven't received my message before, this awakening process is something you chose as a soul before coming to becoming a human and coming to this planet. And you chose this to one, heal your family line of any traumas, emotions, addictions, bottled emotions, bottled up illnesses. Illnesses that are chronic illnesses that have been in the family. So by doing this work and choosing to do this work, you're not only helping yourself, which is your number one focus, is doing the inner healing so that you help yourself get better. And one is not only physically but also spiritually and emotionally, and that you release tied up emotions, even tension. Stress that has built up and over the years, that either if you haven't released it, you just kind of accumulated as you went when as you've been, what do you call it, going through the years. And as many of us have, that when you get into high stress jobs, hanging along with family, having families, and all the requirements, or all the um, the the all the that you have to do to support your family, as well as maintain a job in this competitive economy, as well as competitive job market. So it's, I can tell you, I know, I can feel, I know how you feel, and it's hard, it's easy to not, um, to, to not feel that you have time to even sit and relax and do something that you'd actually, or just sit in peace and not do anything. That was the hardest thing for me, is just sitting and not doing anything, not listening to anything, just sitting and meditating. And in this day and age, that's a huge, I would say it's a huge uh, improvement in your life. Is because once you do that, then your nervous system lowers considerably over time. And when you do that 2 to 3 times a day, you've changed your perspective, and you don't put yourself in a situation where you're you're over stressed, to the point where you're gonna overact to something, a loved one, or somebody else even, that you don't even know, just because you're just trying to do too much. And this process is to help you to control your nervous system. Well, not to control it, to lower your nervous system, so that it's not so, not so, how to say, so elevated, so that that you're actually taking time for yourself. And when you do take time for yourself, you reflect on the things that you're doing, whether that they are important, or can they wait to another day, so that you can take those steps you need. Also, it is important that you take not only time for yourself, but just be present for your family. So that, I mean, we're here on earth for a short period of time. So being present with your family is extremely important because it's easy to when your kid's asking to do for you to help them with their homework, or your wife's talking to you, or your husband's talking to you, and you're thinking about I think of 100 other things you got to do, and those are the times when you're missed opportunities of either you don't listen to them, or they don't think you're listening to them, and or um, they, how would I say it, or you overreact when they do, and when they do react, that you're not listening to you're not listening to them, and that's just not, how would I say it, that's just not. I mean, that's what we're trying, and that is what we're trying to do here by meditating and taking those mini breaks throughout the day, and that 15 to 20 minutes that give you that power down. Really, as I call them, that's pretty much you power down. I meditate 15-20 minutes, you power down. And because I used to, as a way to relax, is I would be up here as far as stress level, and then I would go run, exercise and stuff, and I would just take it up another level. But I would get the endorphins from that made me feel like I was relaxing. It did help me feel. I mean, the endorphins helped me feel and clear my mind and feel relaxed. But at the same time, it didn't really lower my nervous system. I mean, not to say that exercise is bad. I just together with meditation, exercise is awesome. Where you can use both in a day, is exercise to get moving and get out and do stuff, which just helps you, one, lower your stress level, and just walking, at minimum, walking, running, biking, even the simple thing of jump roping, anything that, I mean, even the simple things like jump rope. When I found that even jump roping is good, because you're bouncing up and down, it helps you to move emotions around in your body to allow them to come up, and it helps. Crazy thing is, it helps you increase and incredibly reduce stress. Just jumping up and down, similar to as we were kids, and things we used to do as kids, that we now think, I mean, we don't even think about, because we're in this crazy adult world of trying to do everything, but yet we don't take the time to just be a kid and enjoy yourself. So one of the things I would say recommend too is that, I mean, even those little trampoline things that they put in the house where you can just jump up and down on them, or even a jump rope, or even jumping up and down yourself, dancing. I mean, these are all things that if you do if you do in a day, and just mix them up, it just relieves stress immensely. It's a huge, it's incredible. But the things we learned as kids are the things we should still apply. That still apply to us as adults, because we are really adults with with inner childs that are still willing and want to play. And we didn't come to this earth just to work and retire and die. That's unfortunately what they've led us to believe, and that's not really what we're here for. This awakening process you're in is part of the evolution, our evolution for humanity, to one, become better humans, to basically bring heaven to earth, as well as it will allow us to see the oneness in all of us. So there'll be more love, more charity, and more generosity, more no and very little competition. There'll be very unlimited resources, so people won't have to do what we have to do now. And that's where we're heading. And as more as you and as many people go through this next and awakening process, the more and more the consciousness will rise, the frequency will rise of the earth and of humanity, and will become and start evolving into where we're supposed to be, in heaven and earth and humanity, as harmonious beings. And this will definitely be a benefit, not only for us, our lifetimes. You will see this in our lifetime, as well as you'll see our kids, grandchildren, and their children, and so on. We'll get to enjoy from this benefit from this, the work that you're doing now. And I'm here to help you. And anything that you need, please subscribe and put a like. Thumbs up if you appreciate this content, so that I can you receive more of this content, as well as you can feel free to ask questions of anything that you may be, they may be concerned with, may have questions. Like I said, been through it, so I can answer most of any question. If I can't, I'll definitely let you know as well. And I want to definitely take this time to thank you for your for choosing this, because as a soul, you're definitely doing this, and it's an honorable role for you to do this. And you'll see you won't believe this, but you do see that. As you go through, sometimes it's like you feel like a punching bag when you're going through this process. Not to scare you, but when you go through the motions and to release emotions and stuff, you do feel that you're a punching bag sometimes to get to get the emotions out, and it's kind of a roller coaster. Some days are good, some days are bad, but in the end, you come through it and come out the end at the light of the tunnel, and you come through the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's a wonderful thing. And like I said, I'm here for you. You're not alone at all. If you're seeing this message, you're already on the way of in this process, as well as you are you are also accompanied by your spiritual team, your guides, your angels, and divine itself is with you. And you know that I'm a mirror image of you, you're a mirror image of me, and that's and by you seeing me is a reflection of what is to come, as far as you'll understand that what resonates with me will also resonate with you as you go through this process, and you understand what messages I bring, that you'll understand that that if it reflects your current situation, it may reflect your current situation, or may reflect a situation in the future. So I would just take what I found is good through this awakening process also is to take notes. Start a journal. Not only for writing down what you learned in a day, write down the angel numbers that you receive. I took snapshots on my phone and stuff, because a lot of times I was busy. Like I said, I didn't take, at the beginning, didn't take much time for myself or messages, but once I started seeing repeated numbers, I saw messages come in from other people, I had messages from my guides and my angels as far as books to read. Then I started taking notes in each day in a journal, and not only my emotions I was going through that day, what the issues basically your ups and downs. And it's good. It's good in the morning to write. I don't really remember my dreams, but if you do have dreams, that's great. It's awesome to write them down first thing in the morning. As far as if you before the first 10 minutes you wake up, write your dreams down. Write anything that came to you overnight. Those are perfect times for when Spirit beings, guides give you information and stuff, so that if in you're receiving information throughout the night, it's best to write it down the first thing in the morning, and also journal anything that you might be feeling. I found that, I mean, from my situation, my family, that most of our we kept quiet and didn't really want to rock the boat, in the sense that everybody thought that a happy family was a family that didn't argue or anything. So um, that was pretty much, I think, a situation in which you may have gone through. I believe that's kind of typical, where families didn't really talk much. I mean, as far as express themselves emotionally, and that's what my experience was, and thus when I went through the process of, it helped me to write things down, at least to express, and started to express feelings with family members and stuff, and express myself more when I didn't like something or do like something. So that is a huge benefit. And not only that, but when you go through this journey of awakening, you can see each week how well you're progressing. Just looking through the journal and seeing what came through, what did the teachings come through from your guides, from me, from people like me, guides, human guides, as well as anything that's come through as far as um, books, potentially, or things that you can read, and or just things that, it's pretty much, you're in a you're in an awakening classroom, so you might as well take a journal so you can write things down during the day, and then at night it's really good to take 10 to 15 minutes before bed and just write down reflections of the day, what went wrong, what went right, and at the same time in that same journal, just write down everything you're grateful for. And the things that are happening to you, I not like I said, I basically, they're happening for you. So I mean, you got to you basically say that you're grateful for what's happening, what is with you in your life. Whether, I mean, you have a house, a roof to live over, you have a job, and you have, not only that, but you have your kids, and you're healthy, and just go down the list of being grateful. And even if you have, I mean, even on tough days, that I know I've had plenty of tough days, and at the end of the day, you're like, how the heck can I be grateful? I mean, if I had a flat tire, you got an accident, or you got a ticket, or you got whatever. Things that happen during the day. At the end of the day, sometimes it is difficult to figure out. Just write a few words that are grateful, but in the end, doing that, reflecting on, because no matter what we're going through as an individual and basis, there's always somebody that's going through something that's probably much worse, and not not to compare yourself to anybody, but just to be grateful for what you have, and who you are with, and what you have, and whether you're, I mean, if you're still alive another day. So if God and the divine has you here on this earth, it makes no mistakes. So every day is a day to be grateful for. And I have to say that even through the toughest times, it was difficult for me to be grateful, but I did it. Just to write things down, so that it changes your perspective, so that it gets you through another day, and it helps you to one, rely on the divine for your support, as well as continue to reflect on the positive, not the negative, because basically we reflect anything we focus on. So if we're focusing on only negative, we're going to reflect the negative, either attitude or negative feelings or negative perspective in life. And really, the universe is a reflection of us. So what we're sending out, we're going to get back. I mean, the universe is a mirror of us. It mirrors us. So, I mean, if you're being positive, it's going to reflect positivity, and even the darkest of situations, it's amazing. But that's the truth of of it, and it definitely helps to no matter what kind of day you're having, bad day you're having, just reflect and say that, and be grateful for the things that did work out well, and the things that you do have, and that you went and got through another day. So, and sometimes that's all I wrote was like, thank God I got through this day, and and that was, and thank God I've got a roof over my head. I'm still alive and ticking, and I have a family and that's still with me, and so those are the things that are of importance in life. And like I said, be present with yourself and with your family members and friends, and yourself most importantly, and your family. It's the best and things to how do I say it? It's the best advice I can give you right now. And with that, I'm with you. I love you, and I'm here for you. So please send me any message. Click subscribe, like, and let me know if you need anything. And I love you. Okay, bye.